I'm Jill.
And I'm John.
And we're the Geezers on the Go.
Go, go, go!
This time we're at Lackawanna State Park near Scranton, Pennsylvania, home of some great fishing, camping, and the Steamtown National Historic Site. The campground has 61 sites and includes Lake Lackawanna, which is 198 acres. There's also several loops at Lackawanna, and one of them is undergoing renovation to full hookups for the 2023 summer seasons. We're here at Lackawanna State Park in Pennsylvania. It's a very nice state park, has a few loops. This is us. We're in Carpenter's loop. We have electric here. As you can see, it's a Sunday afternoon. We're watching some football games. And it's a very nice site. It has a big space here. It has a picnic table and fire ring. Not too close to the people next door. And then behind us, it's all wooded. So it feels very woodsy. And next to us is a yurt. Walking out here where I said Carpenter Town Loop. Most of the sites here have electric, and that's about what all the loops have. They're just electric, or they're just primitive tent sites. I said we're in site number 17. There's some nice sites over there. It's a very popular lake for kayaking and fishing. There's a big lake here called Lakawanna Lake, and has a far end called Bullhead Bay. So as you can see, very nice and wooded here. You feel very secluded. Yeah, but right now it's a Sunday evening, and looks like just about everybody's gone home. So you can have a lot of quiet time here. And most of the sites look like they're paved. Some are not very level. This one's not too bad. But some sort of like the one over here kind of goes uphill. But that's a nice spot because you're right in between all the trees. That's site number 27. I guess at certain times of the year they must have a campground host, but while we were here the weekend after Labor Day, no one was here.
This is our loop here, Carpenter Town. We're in site 17.
Yeah, this site not only has campsites, but they got cottages and yurts.
A lot of the sites in this loop, well, I would say most of the sites on this loop have electric.
You just have to be careful. Some of them aren't real level, but you should be able to be okay.
Yeah, they have a lot of uneven and a lot of short sites on this loop, but they also have a lot of sites that can accommodate longer RVs.
We're here on a Monday. There's hardly anybody here.
Kind of the way we like it. We always go places when the pool's closed.
Here's one of the yurts. And maybe we could go take a look at what this one looks like inside. Very nice. Looks like they have some kind of master combination you can lock. But right now it's open. And it has a nice kitchen area, microwave, refrigerator. And come over here, little table. Some bunk beds. And then you come around on this side. No, it's like a double set of bunk beds with a, looks like either a double bed or queen on the bottom, another bed on the top. Looks like there's also heat for when it gets cold. Oh, not a bad little place. Bench to sit. And this is one of the yurts at Lackawanna State Park. So there also are a few cabins here. And they look very nice. They have a picnic table outside and a fire ring on the outside. And then it has a little table and 2 sets of bunk beds. Not as probably nice as the yurts, because the yurts also have a kitchen, but nice to be inside. This is the cabins here at Lackawanna State Park. This is the main part of the loop at Carpenter town, and there's lots of campsites and there's also cabins. But if you wanted to, there's one camper right there. There's these called tall timbers walk-in tents, and they're way far back into the trees. There's about, oh, I don't know, it says there's about 4 or 5 of them back here, and they all have picnic tables and one of those hangers to hang your food so nobody gets it in the fire ring. And if you keep going back, there's even more. We'll go take a look. If you were ambitious and you really wanted to get away from it all, you can see the road way back there, and you could walk through the trees to one. There's a couple of campsites. They're tent campsites. This is site number 34. And then there's another one way over there in the distance. One more campsite. So if you wanted to slug all your stuff around, you could do it and be in and amongst all the trees. Be very secluded. Probably could go on some hikes through the trees in the forest here. Wouldn't have any neighbors real close. There's another table there, and then right along the road there's a couple more for the trailer. We were here after Labor Day, so there is a pool here as well as a little splash pond for the kids. Looks like it would be fun when the season is open. Keep you cool in the summer. And right close to the lake. There's the lake down there. Lakawanna Lake.
Lake Lackawanna has bass and trout in it, as well as muskies and catfish, and electric motors are allowed. The campground closes in mid-October, but the lake is open year-round if you want to go ice fishing or skating, at your own risk, of course. This was a good chance for us to go on the maiden voyage in our
right, our little boat.
Yeah, I don't know what you call it. I call it a pram. It's a little dinghy. It's only 9 feet long,
right.
Made out of aluminum, and Jill and I can tote it around real easy.
Yeah.
So and
it's old too.
Well, it's a 1960s Starcraft, believe it or not. Yeah. But it's pretty seaworthy. Doesn't leak very much, and we had a great time with it.
Yeah, we did. We caught a few fish, and
yeah, I mean, it's not easy on a new lake to find
right.
spots to fish, but we caught some fish, didn't we?
Yeah, we found a couple of little honey holes and caught a couple of small bass, and then we just took it out and went for a cruise around the lake. This is the boat launch area. It's pretty nice. You can sit here and have a picnic after you're finished. And the boat launch is pretty good size.
I think our little pram might have been a lifeguard boat at one time because it has a red cross on the front of it, but it catches fish just fine.
Here we are on our first little boat trip here on Lackawanna Lake in Lackawanna State Park, Pennsylvania. If you hear some noise in the background, it's because they're fixing the dam and the bridge to get you into the park. So we'll see if we can catch a big one today on this beautiful lake. I think it's almost 200 acres. And there's the captain. Hello, Captain.
Howdy. Good morning to all. We'll go down on the other side of these pine trees here. Does that look like a good spot, Jill?
Yep. Could be a big bass right over in here.
It could be.
Okay, John's got a fish. Ooh, there's a big, ooh, that's a nice one. Okay, nice looking bass. Woohoo!
Yay!
Hey, John's first Pennsylvania one, and
First Pennsylvania bass. And Jill got one. Look at that, boy. That's a nice one.
yeah, not real gigantic, but good enough. Well, not a giant, but another good one.
Got him in the eyeball. We released our bass unharmed, of course, as we always do, then set a course for the dock and some more exploring.
This is the upper end of Lackawanna Lake, and it's called Bullhead Bay. And you could come down here, go fish, kayaking. A lot quieter, it looks like, than the main part of the lake. Maybe has bullheads and bass. It was nice to find a lake where we could catch a couple of fish, because Lord only knows we've found a lot of nice places to not catch fish.
Well, you know what Hank Hill says?
What's that?
90% of what I like about fishing is just sitting in the boat doing nothing.
Yeah, and you know us, we don't like to do nothing because we are the geezers on the go.
Go, go, go.
Admission to Steamtown was free, and it was fun, and it had trains. You can't beat that for an afternoon. Okay, we're starting off our little tour here at the visitor center. And lots of cool things here. It's not widely known, but maybe by some, but our times were actually developed by the railroad because they had to keep a regular time schedule. And it says here in November 18th, 1883, it sort of developed a standard time zone and wasn't passed officially until 1918. So you thank the trains for our different time zones and a standard time. They had to know when the trains were going to get there. Way back in Lackawanna Railroad times, it had a person named Phoebe Snow who wore white to show how clean traveling by coal steam engines were. There's some pictures of her There she is sitting up on the train. Here's a good shot from, give you an idea of how the trains would come in on the tracks that are still here, go around the roundabout, and they would be pointed into each specific bay to get fixed, and they'd go in right across it. And come back out, and they'd be turned around, set to go out. On their way, taking somebody someplace.
Best way I have of explaining what a roundhouse is, the roundhouse is the railroad's version of a jiffy lube. Locomotive comes in, they inspect it, check the oils and grease, everything's good, out it goes.
Yep, this is the area where they brought in all the trains to fix them up, make sure that they were ready to go back out again. And they followed a specific timeline. And it never really turned the steam down totally off, because if they did, it would take 2 days for them to get it going again. They threw in all the coal. Boy, this is some big train station, huh? Everybody's here waiting for their train. Look inside some of the train cars. This looks like it was the mail car. Over there. Looks like it's a regular passenger.
To any kid who ever owned a train set, Steamtown is like a dream come true. But like all dreams, this one had to end eventually. So now it's full steam ahead to our next destination. Thanks so much for joining us on the ride, and as always, we'll see you down the road. Or in this case, see you down the track.
Stop! Stop!